Welcome, everybody! I just wanted to ask, how has it been since you removed movement from the game?
So overall, the feedback has been very, very positive. The game's understandable. New players get it.
So can I ask you what the next step is?
Next step is the biggest update that Mini has ever seen. We said it's for update 7, but like update 8 is going to have so much content that I am not going to physically be able to make mini minutes the way I used to. If I were to make mini minutes for every single piece of content that's coming to the game, I would probably have to make like 20 mini minutes. Okay? Meta progression is the main point of this update, and the bigger picture, like the progression, needs to be revamped, and we need to do this the right way. And so we are going to make drastic changes to the progression to a degree where like people will know exactly which one needs to use to learn the game versus which one needs to use mid game while they're learning, and then which one needs to use at end game. And that is going to be very, very clear moving forward. This update is going to take more time, probably 2+ months of this update to go on. Mini passes will return. We will have the same mini pass that's coming with the Grand Warden and Dagger Goblin and potentially again Pink Fury. We need this time. This is the update, okay?
Update 8 sometime a couple months from now. Is it safe to say it'll happen at least by the end of the year?
Yeah. We may miss the anniversary in terms of the update, but we are looking into what we can do for the anniversary to make it up for that. I think that when the game goes global, and like, you know, you can have clash anniversaries and all of these kind of events for a game that's like now consistently good. Like, you know, then you can have this kind of like timeline of like, all right, every year in November we're going to give away a bunch of stuff. All these kind of things are going to like be very consistent.
I'm loving the chat right now. They're like, he said when global, not if global. This is a little bit off topic if you're okay at answering this frame. Can we have any information about Clash Heroes? I have no idea what's happening with Clash Heroes. The last I heard was a long time ago.
Well, I mean, listen, the team is like head down into their keyboards, like working hard.
So it's not dead.
Well, I mean, we haven't announced anything yet, so it's like, you know, we will use that account on social media once we have something to say. So yeah, I'm just giving the team enough time to do so.
So no guarantee it actually gets into a beta. No guarantee that it goes global. We just don't know right now. But at least it is not dead right now. That's what we know.
Yeah. The team is there. And
cool.
They're working really hard, and they really want to make the best game. So yeah.
Let's turn some questions over to Moist Potato. I know that his audience has a little bit more of the more hardcore side of Clash Mini. Probably wants some answers on some stuff.
Yeah, so originally in this update, you were able to earn trophies from Rumbles. And there was a bug. The only way to fix it at that moment was to disable trophies for draft Rumbles. In this next update, will we see trophies come back to Rumbles? And if Rumbles are staying as a draft game mode, how will basically the competitive side of Clash Mini, like, do you think will like react to 1v1 duel and draft Rumbles being compared to each other?
I think there is still plan to bring back the trophies. That's the fair question. Like, do we want to have it all mixed inside? I think Rumble is still intended to be unpredictable and unreliable, like source of trophies in a way, because it's like, you know, it is draft. Like you don't have full control over this. I actually don't know exactly if there is any like major changes coming to the Rumble itself. For now, they just want to fix the trophy gain and then enable it once again.
Cool. Yeah, that's great to hear. I had a couple more highest rated questions that were asked. Someone named Shui Ming said, for the millionth time, when will the mini news scream be added as a sound effect?
Right. Screaming like, I mean,
for those of you who don't
know,
can you
imagine?
Xu Ming is a fantastic Clash Mini content creator. Moist Potato is throwing some shade right now.
So yeah, I mean, but like adding that as a sound effect when every time you click mini news at the top right, I don't know. We need to probably add some delays to that kind of sound effect so people don't spam it and make videos about it.
Another question that was asked is, will there be soon, even not in this update, but the next few updates, a rework or redesign in what OGs remember as expeditions, and today people know as puzzles or any kind of single player campaign.
So we are heavily considering not really even having expeditions until we can actually do them the right way. So kind of like having something that's like actually dedicated for you to like do on a side as like a little missions and little quests and challenges and whatever. But we may just also like create challenges for the players. So something that's like really, really hard to do. But as Fan just said in chat, probably after global, if we can go global, then, you know, like we might bring them back and make them much more like dynamic and adapting to your deck and, you know, all these kind of like weird, cool ideas that we may have.
I know this will probably come with update, but for frenzy mode, there's some inconsistencies with it in terms of if a stun goes off like at 11 seconds from the Electro Wizard, the full 4-second timer, the unit stays stunned instead of having it that 3 times quicker. Is there an update that might come out to fix those potential issues, or is it going to have to wait until update 8 for Frenzy to kind of be like rebalanced?
As you know, we just kicked off a huge balancing discussion. And in there, it's also considering frenzy time in it. Clash abilities, frenzies, timers, consistency of the game is being looked at from a very heavy perspective. And we did get some help from the guys on that have worked on Clash Royale and Clash of Clans before on balancing and kind of like helping us out. So it is looking promising. So yeah.
So we've been grinding for these 3,000 profile icons. We want to know if you said before that the cosmetics will not be exclusive and that they'll be re-released. Will the 3,000 profile icons be re-released when you re-release these mini passes, or are they just going to be exclusive for the players that got them?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if we can do that, but I will double check with Try and see if we can rerun the trophy road as well, and I'll let you know.
Will you add minis that take up a larger area than just one by one? For example, Full Frontier said he wants a more diverse team mini. So could you add more units of size? For example, Royal Recruits in Clash Royale.
Well, okay, I don't know if there is a plan to like create like a unit that's like multiple minis in one. It is a little bit of a challenge from like just visual readability / like game design perspective. I wouldn't bet on it.
I think a lot of people right now think that like the second tile that spawns on round 3 is a bit random because it can ruin whole your setup.
I personally am not aware of any changes to the spawning of the tiles mechanic. I mean, yeah, there are some scenarios that are non-optimal for especially for the competitive play.
I did share a solution for this, and it was that you can see where the tile is going to appear earlier on in the match, so you can actually plan around it. And the response that I got at the time was, we have considered this, and it's not completely off the table, but it also might not be what we do.
People are talking about expanding the deck size. So if you guys do decide, will the map also expand since it's going to be like too crowded?
So we play tested 6 minis and 1 hero already. And that was a little bit messy and a little bit unreadable. And raids will be sidelined at the moment, or at least the rewards be boosted. So the raids are something very similar to the expeditions. So we need more time to do them right. So we will just not have them in update 8. I'm sorry. It's just something that like we're not happy with. We don't want to have a feature that's like not polished enough and not fun enough for the client to work on. We just don't have enough time to make it right. And it takes time. You guys probably are thinking, oh, well, just make the better rewards and harder boss and problem solved. The problem is not only that, you need to also figure out the whole loop of what do you get and what is the motivation to keep playing. It is something that's like, I think, post-global kind of addition and update to the game.
Well, I mean, if it means we get update 8, the biggest update ever, then I'm okay with it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sounds strange to say that this is the biggest update while we're cutting some of the things from the game.
There's so much you literally have to take stuff out of the game to make room for it.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Actually, yes. We have so much, like there's not enough room to fit everything all in. So yeah.
I mean, this update, you kind of did the same thing. You took away movement, and it ends up being better. So who are we to judge?
Now you just need to make it landscape and it'll be ready for global. Just follow in Brawl Stars' path. I really appreciate you coming and answering all of our questions, and also for letting Moist Potato and myself come and be a part of this.
I will see you guys everywhere else.